Hi, we have today Karthik from managementparadise.com.
Hello.
So, Karthik has been doing some great job on building a management community across India. Why don't you share something more about Management Paradise, Karthik?
Management Paradise is actually a online platform where we are connecting three audiences: the MBA aspirants, the MBA students, and professionals from all over the world. Actually, wherein these people. So what happens over here is an MBA aspirant wants to know what an MBA student is doing. An MBA student, once he's passing out, he goes to connect to professionals and explore options and realize his goals in life. So all these the three segments come together and help each other out in Management Paradise in whatever way they can, and that is how we realize those people's goals, and that's how we have a 2.5 lakh audience right now as a registered database. We are generating millions of page views every month, and we are in the top 7 educational sites in India right now, and of course we are in the top 1,000 sites in India and in the top 20,000 sites in the world.
So, how did you bump on this idea, Karthik?
So it's a very funny story. I was actually I started when I was in second year of BMS. BMS is an equivalent of BBA in India, and I found out that if you are paying 30,000 rupees, then you need to get something out of it, right? The professors are helpful, but not. I mean, if you actually want to know how a research report is made, the professor wouldn't be willing to help. So the second resource that you go to is the seniors, right? And the seniors are very showy and pricey about the whole thing. So what we it started off as just a college portal where we said that okay, all the good seniors start sharing their research reports and their insights and their journey of BMS, and the juniors would learn so much from their real life experience or from the kind of data that they have churned out, and that is how it began with just 10 hits in a day, and then scaled up to something of this sort. We started with BMS, then we realized that there are a lot of MBA students so they're also interested in the same kind of services, so we expanded ourselves to MBA. Then we did a backward integration, went again to the professional courses that are offered by the Mumbai University, right, and expanded into financial services, into insurance, into accounting and finance, and we captured the whole professional segment of Mumbai. And then we realized that the same kind of courses are actually spread across over India. So then we started integrating all those courses also on Management Paradise. And then we realized, so we've been in this business, in this ventures in the past 6.5 years. What happens is the person has completed his BMS, completed his MBA, and now is in the professional space. So, but he has been helped so much by us that he wants to connect with the community and he wants to still keep on adding value to the community, right? And that is how these three segments that we are catering to.
So, how did you market this to become such a large player?
So what happened is marketing started with word of mouth, and then we realized that it grew into something substantial, and we said that you actually have to market it well. So we pumped in a lot of money. So when I started it was all sponsored. The server was sponsored. The only investment that I did was actually 400 rupees purchasing the domain name managementparadise.com. But in that sense, the marketing happened through word of mouth. Then we published books for BMS students, right? So it was a very funny thing. The whole team said that you just cleared BMS with 67% and you are going to solve both papers and give it to the students. And are they going to be willing to purchase something that's written by a student? And I said, believe in the idea, believe in yourself, and it's actually going to happen. And it was a phenomenal thing because there are only 5,000 students who actually give exams for the boards, and out of the 5,000 students, 1,000 students purchase the book. Right, and just to get a feeler, I started going and checking out campuses where the examinations were conducted, and I saw that every other guy had either the book or the Xerox version of the book in his hand to refer to. And after the first year, a lot of people scored had amazing percentages, so 82%, and that's the cream de la cream that happens over there in BMS. I mean, above 80 is the dream for any other BMS student, right? So that is the kind of popularity or the love that we got from BMS. So then we got approached for festivals as media partners, and the word kept on growing. And then we partnered with IIM, IIT for all their festivals, and that is how it's marketing in itself through word of mouth and through the kind of services that we deliver. People are satisfied and they keep on coming again and again and referring us to their friends and family.
So, what kind of challenges did you face, Karthik, to come up with this?
So the first thing that happened was that when you are actually trying to, this is a disruptive model wherein you are saying that the professors might not be needed, or if you want to pursue quality education, or if you're studying from not so great an institute and you want to learn from people who are from a great institute, right? You directly interact with them. So the professors were a little insecure at that point in time. So I actually got kicked out of my class saying that, hey, we're actually promoting Project Piracy. And I said, no, but it is knowledge sharing. And I argued it with him. I said, everything that's built is built on someone else's knowledge. So it is not for the right kind of guys. No, it is the right kind of people who will build on someone else's research, and the wrong kind of guys will copy research reports. But
What kind of roadmap you have currently, Karthik, going forward?
so the roadmap is, keeping on helping the students in whatever way we can, and trying to make their lives easy. And when you make a student's life easy, he's gonna remember you for the rest of his life. Even if he's a professional, he wants to give back, to the community, and that is how the whole
Also
ecosystem will
planning to venture into non-management domains as well, or
No, not really. So my focus has been, to revolutionize management education. At the end of the day, it is about changing the way people study or perceive management education, right? So even if a person does not get into an IIM, can he have access to the kind of things that happen in IIM? Right? Can he have access to the people who are there in IIM? Not just IIM, but any decent institute for that matter. So a person who is not probably going to get education from, or not going to crack CAT or any other entrance exam, but at the end of the day, if he can learn things from those people, then his life is easier. So in that sense, just management education and revolutionizing that.
thanks, Karthik. Any thing you would like to suggest to the budding entrepreneurs?
Yeah, I would like to tell them that believe in your idea, believe in yourself. The world might think that you're a fool, but even the person who said that the sun rises in the west, was ridiculed once upon a time. But at the end of the day, same kind of guys worship him. So in that sense, believe in yourself, and things, and keep on putting in hard work and effort in the ideas that you have, regardless of what people say, and success will fall in place.
Thanks, Karthik, and we at Elagan wish you all success.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.